Imagine walking into a room where your worth isn't measured by a piece of paper, a list of past job titles, or bullet points crafted to impress. Imagine a world where resumes don't exist, where the old rules that say, prove yourself on a page, no longer hold you hostage. The cold truth is this: all the hours spent perfecting resumes, tailoring templates, and stressing over words don't guarantee one thing: being truly seen for what you are. There's a pain buried deep inside many founders, investors, leaders, and professionals. It's that choking frustration of always trying to cage your complex story into a few lines or boxes that don't capture your fire or your potential. It feels like everyone's playing a game designed to hide real talent, real grit, real unique insight behind jargon and polished cliches. You've been trying to win on someone else's field, by their rules. And those rules? They're designed to filter out the exceptional, to reward the ordinary, to keep the system safe and predictable. This isn't just about job hunting or hiring. It's about a whole world stuck in a loop where what's on paper becomes the only real currency. The world says, show me your past in neat packages so I can judge your future. But real power doesn't live in the predictable path. It lives in the ignored, the wild, the unexpected spark behind someone's eyes that no resume can capture. Resumes reward the safe, the recycled, the rehearsed. But real greatness? It's messy. It's raw. It breaks boundaries and refuses to fit into a neat box. Now, imagine breaking free from this chokehold. What if there was a way to compete without a resume? What if the glass walls of convention shattered, and instead of ticking boxes or listing qualifications, you showed the world your real edge, your willingness to learn, your unique problem-solving under pressure, your vision that throws away tired models, your unbreakable fire that pushes beyond comfort? The first step is brutal honesty. Forget how you've been told to package yourself. Forget trying to sound like the perfect candidate in words crafted by hundreds of others before you. Look inside, at your scars, your failures, your biggest risks, and ask, what have I done that no one else has dared? Not what looks good on paper, but what moved the needle. What made others uncomfortable because it was new, wild, and unapologetically real. This raw, unfiltered truth is your secret weapon. People can sense when you're authentic, even if it's messy, even if it's unpolished. The world hungers for that honesty, because behind every great leap forward is a person refusing to fit in, refusing to be small. Your ability to compete without a resume hinges on your courage to be that rare spark in a sea of copies. Next comes connection, but not the kind you're used to. This isn't about networking for followers, likes, or endorsements. It's about finding the few who see what you see, those who hunger for transformation, not comfort zones. People who understand that playing by outdated rules only leads to stagnation. When resumes vanish, what matters is trust, shared vision, and mutual hunger for radical change. Here's what most miss. Real connection is powered by complementary strengths. You don't have to excel in everything. Your value explodes when aligned with others whose fire complements your own. Think beyond your traditional circles. Venture into places where diversity of thought overlaps with a shared refusal to settle. Together, without resumes, you can challenge structures designed to keep you small. But what about proving your skills? Isn't that what the resume is for? The truth is, when you move beyond resumes, it's about showing, not telling. It's about asking the right questions, solving live problems, collaborating in real time, and making impact visible in ways that paper cannot measure. Share your thinking openly, build your ideas transparently, Invite others to test and challenge you. This method requires patience and a mindset shift. The system rewards instant resume checks because it's lazy. It wants easy filters. But true growth, true transformation, is brutal and slow. It requires endurance. You have to be in it for the long game, proving repeatedly, evolving constantly, and staying willing to risk rejection because the stakes are beyond just a job or a title. It's about taking ownership of your life's work. Removing the resume also gives you a radical new freedom, the freedom to create. No longer confined by past roles or boxed-in definitions, you can reinvent yourself with every project, every conversation, every bold step forward. You are no longer minor characters in someone else's script. You become the author of your own evolving story. This freedom brings responsibility. Without resume shorthand, your reputation must be built on real relationships, on demonstrated resilience, on authenticity. You must craft your influence with consistent action, with integrity that cuts deeper than any paper proof ever could. And when you do this, you tap into the rarest human power, a network where shared values ignite collective strength, where misaligned brilliance finds alignment, where misunderstood individuals unite not to blend in, but to amplify their true selves. So, stop believing that a resume can carry you. It cannot. If the system insists on valuing you by your past titles, reject the system. Build your own infrastructure of trust and impact. Connect with others willing to leave old hierarchies behind, and make your worth undeniable through relentless real-world proof. The people who thrive without resumes don't need permission. They don't whisper their intentions. They roar them quietly through action. They don't wait for approval. They build their own circles. They don't fear rejection. They know it's part of becoming. Without a resume, the game changes. It's less about competing with others on a piece of paper and more about competing with your own potential, constantly growing, learning, connecting, and creating. It's messy, yes. It's unpredictable. But it's also where true leaders, founders, and visionaries were born. Those who refuse comfort to become more, who break free from borrowed lives, who burn rather than bend. This is a call not for the many, but for the few who refuse to be tamed by outdated paradigms. It's for those who feel that tension, the one inside that says, I was meant for more. It's for those ready to unlearn what the world taught them and step into a raw, authentic, unstoppable version of themselves. Remember, the world is filled with noise, with resumes stacked like mountains, but rarely do these stacks hold the rare, the radical, or the revolutionary. When you compete without a resume, you become part of a movement that honors difference, values true connection, and unleashes power by aligning brilliance with bravery. So don't just wait for the world to notice you when you fit their mold. Tear the mold apart. Redefine how worth is measured. Show the world what a resume can never hold: the fire, the edge, and the relentless drive that only an authentic human being can bring. It's time to stop surviving through outdated processes and start thriving through authentic impact. The resume was never the weapon, it was the cage. And now, it's time to break free and compete on your own terms, where the only limit is the boldness of your vision and the courage of your action. You've got everything you need. The system forgot it. It's waiting for you to claim it back.